Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. We are continuing the Dead Heat Summer Racing event. Yoo! Should be a lot of fun. Oh, okay, there we go. Now, a couple of events have already transpired since last time, so thankfully we can go and rewatch those events. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, and somebody did say that this is now a big garage. Material, event quest log, Dead Heat. Past all these team information. First area planes. First area race highlights. So we got 3 cutscenes to get through. Did I get Neurocaster? No, I'm not rolling for her. Race highlights. Do you know solo leveling? I don't think so. I need context. Now, while events are yet in their infancy, I have already arrived at one certain, undeniable conclusion. To wit, seed apples do not in truth exist. Ergo, that cat girl is merely bluffing. QED. Therefore, we would be best served by proceeding ahead without concern. Nothing could be simpler. Go on, Fran. Feel free to put the pedal to the metal and express how much you love your helpful Papa. I don't really love you, Papa. Full steam ahead. You know, I thought for a second she was like legit skis, at first into him, but not like into him, but as Papa, whatever to call him that. But it's kind of funny that the whole thing is just a sad lie that he refuses to acknowledge. Full steam ahead. Am I mistaken, or did she just say something tremendously hurtful? Please tell me I misheard her. Answer not found. I couldn't hear over the sound of my lovely steam whistle. Full speed ahead. I love summer! Well, my daughter certainly seems happy, so I shall call it a win. I am nothing if not a master of rationalization. I agree. We don't need to worry about their crops. Let's pick up the pace. You got it! DC AC power, full charge! If ever there was a time to take advantage of our rocket, it seems like it would be now. I doubt we'll be found out now that we've come this far. I'll just retract our tires and try cruising at low altitude. Danger! Emergency evasive action! Ishtar's trying to snipe us. Sniper, no sniping. Get those tires back out. Hurry! This is quite the spin we're going on. Totally rock and roll. Go on, ramming speed. What an unfortunate accident. It's a real shame, but these things happen. Just you wait, saber faces. I'm coming for you. It's wonderful to have such earnest rivals as this. All of their brakes are shot to hell. Well, I'm not about to be left behind. Onward! Let's leave a trail of roses as we weave our way through the skirmish. We shall be the ones on top when this ends. Seed apples. Those sound nice. The name reminds me of an apple pie, but I will still not show them an ounce of mercy, after all. I do not know how to cook. I only have use for apple pies that have already been baked. If these seed apples have any sense, they shall be reborn as seed apple pies. Wow, so the maid can't cook. Something tells me she's better at destruction than cleaning. This won't do it all. While combatants may run roughshod over an orchard in battle often enough, this is still a transgression I cannot overlook. I forbid it. This is unacceptable. If any here is the sort of delinquent who would violate public decency as easily as they would trample a campus flower bed. know that I, Minamoto no Raiko, will never let you get away with it. But won't it only damage the ground more if we go after them with horses? I'm sure the Buddha wouldn't approve of wasting food, but oh well. Indra has clearly smiled upon her. So if she's this unconcerned about the orchard, that must mean Buddha is A-okay with it. That is so wrong. That is so not how it works. We should soon be in the zone where these seed apples are supposedly planted. It certainly is a dilemma, isn't it? If we trample the orchard, I could be... Jesus Christ. I could be seen to be ignoring starving commoners, which isn't a good look for any ruler. I'm not at all afraid of that huntress's arrows, but anything that would lower the pharaoh's reputation is cause for concern. Shall we take a detour around the area, then? Don't be ridiculous! A true pharaoh wouldn't take a detour, especially not when we're already behind. Then what do you want to do? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I wonder if it's easier for her to think under that outfit. In much the same manner as how some people feel more at ease in narrow spaces. Aw, you're having gotcha troubles? What would Cleopatra or Pharaoh Ozymandias do if they were here? I see it now! If Pharaoh Ozymandias were here, I'm sure this is what he would say. Ha 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 ha! A foolish question. If these seeds are hardy and strong, then they should welcome my noble footsteps. And if they are so impertinent as to die from my trotting upon them, then they did not deserve to remain alive. In other words, either outcome is acceptable. Now go forth and pay them no heed. What an inspiration he is. Yes, great pharaoh, I shall follow your example. Nitocris, I'm not so sure this man you admire is, well... Come on, we don't have any time to waste. Onward. She seems to have profound concerns of her own. I can relate to how fragile her happiness is. Oh boy. All that said, even if this is the only choice available to me as a pharaoh, I do hope I don't end up killing any of these seeds. I also used to be a king, however briefly, so I understand how important orchards like these are to... Is it just me, or do we seem to be unusually high off the ground? And is it my imagination, or are we also moving more slowly? Yes, we are. We are using one of the Pharaoh Legend's hidden forms, Walker Mode. Walker Mode? I didn't think we had anything like that. In this mode, the legend extends 6 legs normally, hidden in the undercarriage, and transforms into a scarab form. Then is able to move more carefully by placing the small tips of each leg down one at a time, like so. It's very shaky, and it feels like we're barely moving. There is nothing we can do about that. This is one of the legend's safety features. Its scarab legs touch very little on the ground at a time. When it sensed that you did not want to step on the seeds, it transformed automatically in order to avoid doing so. This system was originally designed to prevent us from dying to landmines. Thank you, subscriber! I never expected it to activate in order to avoid stepping on seeds planted in the ground. Why did you install this? What do you mean? I asked you while I was putting this vehicle together if it was alright for me to install a bare minimum of safety features. Okay, I remember that, but how does this qualify as a bare minimum feature? Ow, my butt! I'm afraid you'll just have to deal with it. This mode is designed first and foremost to avoid stepping on dangerous objects. Speed and comfort are secondary concerns. Oh man, we're the only ones still here. All the other teams are already way ahead of us. And at this piddling speed, we'll never catch up to them. This race was supposed to demonstrate the glory of the pharaohs. I've already failed to do that, and the race is only just beginning. If Pharaoh Ozymandias were watching this, I'm sure he'd be extremely upset about... Huh? Something just exploded up ahead. Oh gosh, is Pharaoh Ozymandias already firing at us from Mesquite? Or Mesquite? I'm so sorry. I know I'm a failure as a pharaoh. No, nobody is firing at us, Nito Kreese. Look over there. What the? The ground beneath us just exploded. And these flames, they remind me of Honoji. Some cowardly saber must have done this. I swear I'll make her pay. Pitiful. I planted landmines in front of our seed apples, the symbol of tomorrow. The symbol of our tomorrow, in order to keep them safe. Hello! It would be interesting to see Shiro and Mordred would, like, rip each other's heads off. Shiro'd be like, no senseless killing. And then she'd be like, shut up, and she might just, yeah. She might just kill him real quick. But then he'd come back. Actually, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't, because he wouldn't have Artoria. No, Avalon, who knows? Who knows? It'd be fun to see, like, a fanfic. I planted land... Oh, wait, we already said that. It seems that everyone who went ahead of us has been blown up. I believe we avoided a similar fate, thanks to Legends Walker Mode. Now do you understand, intruders? There is nothing I will not do, no matter how despicable or depraved, to keep my children safe. Incidentally, I purchased these landmines from a passing demon. They are guaranteed to be effective, even against servants. Fucking Mephistopheles. Okay, but considering how big their explosions were, haven't they also just blown up all the seed apples you planted here too? Cursed intruders! Our hopes for tomorrow have been dashed thanks to your meddling. If only you had never come here, my children would still be smiling. Wide grin with missing teeth. They still seem to be smiling, though. Silence! I will endure your atrocities no longer. You shall pay for what you have done. Well, that complicates matters. Still, now that all the other teams are out of commission, this is our chance to pull ahead. Restore the Pharaoh-legged legend to driving mode. First, we'll shake her off, and then we'll take first place. I will do as you say, since we'll be a sitting duck otherwise, but I'm afraid we cannot shake her off. She is easily keeping pace with us on foot. Did you truly think you could escape me? My name is synonymous with racing, and racing with my name. Unlike you weaklings, I have no need for a vehicle. Damn, looks like we have no choice but to fight our way out of this. But once we beat her, our victory here is all but assured. Let's go! Okay, so this is after the fight. We already did this, so I could keep up farming the event. Our future is gone. Now that we've reached an understanding, I think we'll be on our way. Wait, there was one last thing I wish to say. What is it? I did my best to play the role I was given, but I suppose expecting you all to buy that the mohawked men were my children was asking a bit much, after all. I assume Ishtar put you up to this? Role? Who could have given her a role to play? Is there someone else ruling this singularity? Perhaps? I'm afraid I do not know. Oh well, that hardly matters any longer. The important thing is that no one's holding us back anymore. Let's head for the checkpoint and enjoy some well-earned admiration along the way. Why are we back in Walker mode? Well, see, I think that Mordred would get along better with Emiya, heroic spirit Emiya, than actual Shiro. Yeah, the lava shot is fucking annoying. Why are we back in Walker mode? It is precisely when one lets down their guard after feeling secure in their victory that accidents are most likely to occur. We must not fall into that trap. After all, if we were to get careless and drive over a leftover landmine, we would still end up dead. Oh no, I hear the sounds of engines coming up behind us. The other teams must have recovered. At this rate, they'll catch up to us in no time. Hurry and get us out of this mode now! Second area, Crater B. How do I find the time? I pretty much dedicate all sorts of stuff to it. The way this event works is that every time someone wins the race, or one of the rounds, we get the reward that they are supposed to give us. And there's a different reward for each round that the servants win. So, if people were all synced together and wanted the same thing, we could all collectively make certain racers win each round and get those rewards. But we don't. I am saving up for Maid Artoria. It would be a dishonor not to do that. But yes, what do you find hard to understand? I can try to make it as simple as humanly possible for you. Now the race for the second area is underway. All the teams are starting off on equal footing again. I've calculated the difference in times between when everyone arrived at the first checkpoint, so we do have a provisional ranking at the moment. But it's still too early to tell how things will play out. I'm just glad nobody retired early. You said it. That's the one thing we've got to avoid no matter what. So make sure you keep tabs on every team, got it, Sarah? Since you've put such an unusual amount of time and money into this event, I guess you really must want everyone to finish this race, right, Ishtar? Yup, I sure do. Anyway, I'm glad everyone made it through the first area. Now, what awaits our racers in the second area? As they all left the starting line at the same time, it shouldn't be long now before they notice the change in their surroundings. Fancy scene transition, go! Whoa, it's hot here, yikes! It's downright scorching. Are they trying to set us on fire? Wait, am I already starting to tan? Now I'm really glad we went through the snow cone drive-thru. Huh? It's so hot here that my snow cone already melted into a puddle of syrupy water. Although, at least it still tastes good. Before I go, do you think Thanos and his homemade soup would be in this game? His homemade soup? I don't know about Thanos' soup. So hot. Need to cool down. I see you're attempting to lower your body's temperature by expelling your internal heat, using the same method as overheated dogs. Naturally, I find that behavior completely adorable. Don't you compare my friend's daughter to a dog? My, this heat seems a match for the fires of hell. Not that I have an experience with those, of course. Personally, this place reminds me of the Flaming Mountains. Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks of Rope and a king stuffing himself with pork buns. Oh, my head. The heat is really abnormal. It should not be possible topographically, but it looks like we're near a volcanic crater? I think I see someone up ahead. Boudica. That's why she's wearing her frickin' bikini. Hey there, good of you to come. You must be tired after such a long journey. Are you hungry? Shall I make you a galette? They say you can't something on an empty stomach after all. Oh my, Miss Boudica. I feel as though it's been ages since I saw you outside of the kitchen. And a gullet, you say? Fascinating. I've never heard of anyone making a dish out of gullets before. How do you go on about preparing such a dish? You'll see when I rip your gullets from your throats. Boudica, what are you doing here? What is the meaning of this hostility? I recall Master saying she has seen you like that before, but little else. My land has been taken from me. That's all the reason I need. And then, there's what happened last year. Last year? I was told to wear a swimsuit and sit in a hammock, where numerous photos were taken of me. Hey, you know what? That is a really good craft essence, and it's in your lore video, I'll have you know, which comes out next Friday. I was a little embarrassed, but I agreed because I thought it would make everyone happy. And when I was told that the resulting photos were some sort of popular 3-star entries, I dared to believe that when this year's summer event rolled around, I might even get a playable swimsuit version of myself. So then why haven't they given me a swimsuit? What sort of world do we live in where hard work isn't rewarded? You sound like the mysterious Shinsengumi woman who tried to catch me off guard before I boarded my vehicle. One misstep in my new swimsuit form could have been lost forever. And now here you are. An inferior mass-produced saber like that. One could never have any... Oh, like that one could never have hoped to match me. Tonight, my secret caliber will bathe in blood. Well, she coughed up some blood before giving up the ghost. As you can see, this bloodthirsty mad dog went and took her out of her own accord. All that said, Boudica, you may want to be careful. This may be kinda rich coming from me, but if you say things like that too often, you'll start to lose credibility. Of course, in my case, I've already given up on ever being taken seriously. That's probably pretty good. No, I have become an avenger consumed by rage. This is as far as you all go. I'm glad you're all in vehicles. That will let me use my chariot to make you all bow down before me. But I do not merely want to defeat you. I want to utterly break your spirit. That is the only way I can truly protect my land. Is that so? What an amusing concept. We summer housekeepers have exceptionally strong spirits. For no matter what manner of filth we must clean, we do not have the option of resigning. How then do you intend to go about breaking our spirits? A game of chicken to the mouth of the volcano. Chicken, does this mean she's still talking about food after all? I've set things up so that you'll never be able to cross this mountain unless you defeat me. She's right, I've taken a quick look around and I don't see any alternative route. Anything like that has probably been hidden with magecraft, or physically obstructed in some way. Regardless, we can't do anything about that with an opponent facing us. In other words, we really do have no choice but to accept her challenge. And I'm okay with that. It sounds like fun. I have no objections either, Boudica. It is clear that words will not suffice to break your delusion. This too must be fate. Our match shall be both a race and a battle to demonstrate our resolve. Above all, I shall never back down from a challenge in which I must risk my life. A game of chicken. At first I thought it might be a competition to see who can eat the most turkey. But I can tell that the situation is more dire than that. I grant you, though, that I am not concerned with your enthusiasm for this competition, Nero. I can see that you take it seriously. I would not mock those who dare risk their lives for what they desire. Have I seen Avenger Nobu, the newest one? Just this once. I shall acquiesce and let the sub-driver take the glory. You shall have this maid's full support, drama queen. Emma! And you, in turn, have my gratitude. I shall dedicate a song to you once we have won. You two. You share the same vehicle? Why? Why are you? I see. There you have it, folks. Looks like the second area will be kicking off with a game of chicken against Boudica and her chariot. The victor will be the team that can get her to return to the main race fastest. That can get her and return to the main race fastest. Are you sure about this? Racing towards the mouth of an active volcano seems like a really bad idea. You think? I doubt they'll have to worry about anything besides lava hail and pyroclastic clouds. That sounds pretty dangerous to me. Don't worry about it. If things really do get dicey, I'll step in to help. I guess if you can't help but worry, you and Mashu can keep bringing them supplies like you did last time. I've got pit stops set up there and everything. Ooh, thank you for following. Yes, I suppose you're right. Let's do our best again, Senpai. Woo! Alright, it looks like this game of chicken with Boudica is about to get underway. The countdown will be handled by Boudica herself, apparently. I'm sure she'll be fair about it. 3, 2, 1. Go! Come on, we'd better move it. Wait, huh? Has the legend's body just grown extremely heavy? Or are we not moving at all? Nitocris, listen to me very closely. There is only one possible outcome of this game. Death. You don't know that! Yes, I do, given your pride, earnest nature, and sense of responsibility. I see no possible ending for this race. That does not conclude with our deaths. Therefore, I am left with no choice but to activate the legend's full spike mode. It is designed to let it cling to the ground in case of avalanches and landslides. We must proceed first and foremost with caution. Do you even understand what the goal of a race is? What's this? We're still at the very beginning of the second area, but one team's already lagging behind? Meanwhile, the other team's vehicles are neck and neck with Boudica's chariot. At this point, let me offer the same advice I gave in the first area. If you get crushed by a boulder or melted by lava, walk it off. You'd better make sure that each and every one of you makes it to the finish line. Well, that's hardcore. Then we get to see the race highlights. You're a big fan. Oh, thank you. I noticed that you were live on YouTube and I wanted to see if you were on Twitch and I found you. Yep, I'm on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously until Twitch starts saying no. In which case I guess I'll have to go back to YouTube because I get way more attention there, admittedly. Impressive, Boudica. You're pedal to the metal with not a whit of concern for volcanic bombs. And you know how to use your chariot's heavy rear to drift across the terrain. Deja vu, I've just been in this volcano before. So like the horses are drifting it in the back? That's crazy. Even in my Olympia, there are none who could match your skill. However, I will show you that it takes more than determination to claim victory. I won't lose to you this time. I'm going to win, no matter what it takes. Whoa, this heat is giving me atmosphere re-entry flashbacks. Youch! I mean, I designed my ship to protect us from extreme heat, but I never imagined how hot it could get in here. It feels like I'm working in a sweatshop. Could I maybe take off my jacket? Or even better, just race in a swimsuit? What's this? You're attempting to use the surrounding chaos as a ploy for you to change into a swimsuit yourself? Ingenious! Still, if we get even more characters with your face in swimsuits, it's likely to start a riot. And yet this heat really is unbearable. Very well, then in the heat of summer event, I might as well as just sell out completely. I shall consider this our own personal summer festival. Oh yeah, everyone's loving it. And it's all thanks to me. I think you're confusing flames of excitement with actual flames, but I am getting kind of excited now, too. My artorium's running so hot. You could fry noodles on it. Fried noodles, yum. Time to strike when the griddle is hot. Our surrounding environment keeps getting harsher and harsher, though I guess that's no surprise, since we're getting closer to the mouth of a volcano. Red, goopy paste. Is that stuff the same as the food I eat every day? What do you eat every day? Like what, jam? I hope it's jam or something. The kind that tastes like it's made for babies? You eat baby food? Why do you eat baby food? Why? I know what sort of food artificial life forms eat, and it doesn't come bubbling up from the ground. This seems a bizarre revelation about my dear daughter's background, but I shall chalk it up to being a figment of my imagination. That or she's talking about blood. She was eating a homunculus I see what you're saying. Well, this certainly isn't good. The stream of lava just cut us off from the others. Can we go through it? I'm afraid not. Continuing to press forward now would be tantamount to suicide. What movies got me to like Japanese culture? Anime and regular movies intended. To be perfectly honest, yeah, it was mostly anime. That started it all. Before I even knew what anime was, I was watching My Neighbor Totoro. So that was a pretty big one. Not that I don't have Japanese films that I think are really cool, but they definitely started with anime and then worked into there. Initial D. I like Initial D. I could vent some steam to let us fly over it, but that sounds like a wonderful solution. Go on then, do it. Unfortunately, after running the numbers, I can't rule out the possibility that Ishtar might shoot us down. Flying is against the rules of this race, after all. Perhaps she would overlook it as our sole purpose is to avoid the lava? Probably not. Then I'm afraid this is our only option. Locomotive form, off. In this form, I'm not venting steam to fly, but to leap, thus lowering our odds of being shot down. This way we can move forward and avoid the lava. It does slow us down, but it's better than being stuck here. Just a moment. Where am I supposed to sit? I too would like to be carried away like something out of a fairy tale, you know? I'm afraid that's impossible. There's not enough room for you, so we're carrying you both. So carrying you both would cause stability issues. Fortunately, you can leap quite well under your own power. I've seen you do so when using your noble phantasm. And have you any idea what a toll that takes on my back? To do that at my age? Every leap and bound is taken at great peril of... Was that sciatica, hernia, and other dangers? To say nothing of the gunfire giving me tinnitus. Trust me when I tell you that I would just as soon not be making any such literal leaps of faith. You can't imagine the strain all this activity puts on your body once you get to be a gentleman of advancing years. Something's changed in the surrounding environment. I wonder if... Oh no, I can't believe I forgot. Not to worry. I know what you're thinking. I have been thinking it myself. You have been biding your time for the perfect chance to rid this vehicle of its most useless energy. Namely, its source of alter something or other. Now the opportunity to do so has presented itself in the form of an active volcano. Fortunately, I have already prepared a level for precisely this eventuality. A lever. Pull it, and that half-witted eccentric will be ejected straight into the lava. Go on then, whenever you're ready. Ha 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 ha! You great hairy fool! In a vehicle where safety is paramount, alternating current is the only viable choice. Your cut rate direct current doesn't even work with transformers. I believe we both had enough of... Sorry, I'm not gonna answer that right now. I believe we both had enough of your childish antics. Go on, Miss Helena. All you need to do is press this button. It will open a hatch directly beneath the furry villain. Gravity will handle the rest, in a most glorious and gratifying display. Stop it. This sort of thing is exactly why I forgot. You two and your constant ridiculous antics kept me too distracted to realize how bizarre this place really is. What do you mean by that? This is a volcano. Ever since ancient times, people have believed that volcanoes hold mystical power. And whenever a volcano is about to erupt, mysterious lights are also frequently spotted nearby. Oh yes, I think I've heard of something like that. I believe such light arises not from mystical means, but because of... Shut up, you halfwit! You know what this must mean. I think I'm nearing Mahatma again. I can't pass up this chance now that... Huh? Did you see that light in the sky just now? I think I just saw something fly by. Forget the race for the moment. We've got field work to do. Wasn't that just the drone flying around to broadcast the race? Didn't I tell you to shut up? Some things are better left to the imagination. As far as this race goes, I believe we should let Miss Blavatsky do as she pleases. Oh man, people are starting to drop off left and right. And yet, you seem quite unperturbed. Well, sure, I'm used to these sorts of places after all. Not to mention I get to stay on Bylong. I don't have to cross fires barefoot. And I don't have to gather banana leaf fans, Excalibanana or otherwise. Anno did Godzilla movie. It's still really hot. Kana. It's still really hot here, of course, but aside from that, this is so easy it almost feels wrong. In fact, maybe it is wrong. Compared to others, we must look like we're slacking off big time in the eyes of the Buddha. Not at all. I am fiercely maintaining my vigilance. For even the slightest violation of decency, I believe the Buddha himself would be proud of my efforts. Yeah, you probably don't have anything to worry about. Plus, I can see you're picking up the pace to catch up to the shameless Emperor's team, which is great. I guess I'm more just worried about myself. Like the fact that I'm thinking this, well... It feels like I might be upsetting the balance between enjoying the Buddha's protection and trying to complete the trial he's given me. There, you see? That was a volcanic bomb. This is bad. It's spooking the horses. Oh no, I knew it. I figured we would never fall in the volcano as long as we had Buddha's protection, so we could easily win as long as we kept going at full Buddha speed. But I should have known that we would see right through that, or that he would see right through that. The Excalibanana was from the ridiculous Journey to the West event from a while back. I'm beyond ashamed. I just have to accept that I still have a long way to go on my journey. In gratitude, I will smash 1,000 volcanic bombs. 5 elements Mountain Buddha Palm. Ayah! I am no heartless Oni either. I will not be likened to one of those winged insects who deserve only a swift execution. And so, I shall show mercy. I will hold this ground here and give potential offenders a chance to remedy their ways for the duration of this rock storm. I am not the only one who can protect public decency after all. What's more, I sense I have some sort of connection to the people here. Listening to constructive criticism from friends and reflecting on the manner in which one conducts oneself is a perfectly valid type of reform in its own right. How fast is one Buddha? It's like Buddha power instead of horsepower. It appears as though most of the other racers have dropped out. Few things are better than stains that easily come out in the wash. A predictable outcome. This course is a melting pot of heat and passion, just like my own Vesuvius. Rome may delight in all manner of entertainment, but even we Romans do not usually race on an active volcano more than once a decade at most. I, of course, have already raced on such a course, so I am well aware of the necessary techniques. It is all but impossible for neophytes to any hope of keeping up. We're still here, you know. I'm an old hand when it comes to seeing truth amid flames. Tell me, have you ever danced with a Nobu in the pale firelight? Huh? What do you mean nobody will get that reference these days? Curse you, Rome. I won't lose this battle. This is our land. They're going even faster. They'll reach the mouth of the volcano in no time. The volcano's mouth is already upon us. If we do not slow down soon, our lives might be forfeit. What would you have us do, sub-driver? We have no traction on this ground. Slamming the brakes will not let us stop in time. Understood. Then we floor the accelerator as hard as we can. Hold on, Dark Maid. I told you I was serious about this battle, and I meant it. I may enjoy making light, but I have never once spoken falsehoods. I see. Very well, then. I shall entrust this to you. All is in your hands now, Nero Claudius. Vesuvius is my garden, the embodiment of passion within my heart. We have nothing to fear from it. Well, I have heard that it caused a disaster at Pompeii after I died, but that was not my fault. Jesus, Nero. Oh, yes, it was. It was all your fault. All of it. It is because you Romans broke your promise that our land, my daughters, tribes, and allies all perished. That is why I fight. That is why Rome and you Romans are my sworn enemy. I am not Roman. That's right. Why? Why is a child of Britain working with a Roman? No. Whatever your reasons may be, that only makes it more important that I not allow myself to lose. So you would attack us again? Very well. This shall be our final standoff. Yeah, I change it to Artoria all the time. They're getting closer and closer to the mouth of the volcano. Are they gonna be okay? Please don't fall in. No matter what happens, I can't let myself lose this fight. I need to get ahead of Nero, even just a tiny bit, and prove to everyone how brave I am, that I'm not just a loser who suffered a humiliating defeat at Rome's hands, and if winning this game will accomplish that. I don't care if I fall into the volcano. Even as my body burns, I'll face her and say, "Take that, you coward, and so much for the great Rome." That will be my greatest victory. Boudica, I am sorry. I know I shouldn't say this, but I can hold myself back no longer. I can tell that you are prepared to die in order to secure your victory. In light of your determination, I am compelled to tell you this. What is it? What do you have to tell me, now that you're about to lose? Well, since I can't hold back any longer, I suppose I'll just have to spit it out. I am having the time of my life. I am not prepared to face death. I would much rather live. That is why it is so enjoyable. We continue to challenge death, to sing the praises of life. I am not making light of your choice to race headlong into your death. I would be sad to see you die. What? What are you saying? This is a battle, one between the conqueror and the conquered. I bear you only scorn and contempt. You have every right to loathe Rome. You may denounce my name as much as you like, but this is a battle between you and me. And unlike our previous battle, there was no one who will humiliate your daughter. You or your daughter without my knowledge. It's more than just one daughter. Your people will not die. There was no land for anyone to take. There was nothing but the contest to see which of us will be the victor. And I must tell you, Boudica, that I am able to compete with you like this now. That I am able to compete with you now like this makes my heart sing with joy. It makes me wish that we could become sisters in arms, friends who share each other's bravery, buttress each other's determination, and swallow each other's fear. Boudica, proud charioteer and queen of victory, please reconsider your decision to claim this victory, even at the cost of your own life. If you truly mean to take revenge on Rome and me, then achieve a complete victory. Use your skill to surpass me, and laugh as you watch me fall into the volcano. Alright, the moment of truth is upon us. Is this the time for me to shine brighter than Rome has ever shined before? Now, hit the brakes! Why would you even bother hitting the brakes? Well, so much for breaking their spirit. Boudica, why do you not rein in your horses? You're about to fall into the volcano! In the arms of the volcano, Boudica gets hot. Whew, we just made it. Oh, thank goodness. Her chariot may have fallen into the volcano, but Nero managed to grab hold of Boudica before she could follow it. Does that mean her horses just plummeted into the magma and died? Shit. And Artoria has hold of Nero, so she was able to lean out of the car and grab hold of Boudica. What are you looking at? Hurry up and get in. There was something I wanted to ask you as well, child of Britannia. You fought against Rome, too. You should hate it every bit as much as I do. So then why are you able to fight alongside her? I cannot say. Pondering such weighty matters is better left to royalty. Right now, I am no more than a housekeeper. I have set such lofty matters aside for the time being. However, it makes me wish that we could become sisters in arms, huh? Everything this woman says is steeped in the opulence of the victorious. And yet, there is something strangely pleasing about that opulence. It is like a deus ex machina that one actually wishes to see come about. I see, now I get it. I should have realized it all along. I've been a spirit for a long time now. Heroic spirits are shadows of people who have made their mark on history. They aren't actually those people themselves. The real me who once lived, and the heroic spirit I am now, aren't the same person. I even said that back when I tried to make myself look good once. But now, I don't know. When I was summoned here, it was like my spirit origin was different somehow. I guess that's why I ended up flying off the handle like that. I'm sorry. I really did make a lot of trouble for you all, didn't I? Hold it, don't go disappearing. We still need to discuss something important. Did we win this battle? We stopped our vehicle right near the volcano's edge, but your body went closer towards it than ours. Is the winner of this battle determined via the vehicle's position or the driver's? Oh, that? Naturally, it's... Wahaha! Not so fast. You got so careless you failed to see the true victor emerging from behind. You sabers pretending to be a caster and a rider got sloppy. First, we secretly followed you from behind so as to not kill the serious mood, and now our plan's going to pay off by letting us win. What's more, I anticipated something like this might happen, so I had a drop-off detection system just like the one that... the Roombas use installed in the V6 Demon King. Nothing can beat the technology found in those clever cleaning little robots. They never once fall down a staircase, no matter how close to the edge they get. Jesus. Which means I can use that same technology to get as close as possible to the edge of the volcano without falling in. Kazusa no Suke's great victory. My. First I hear her turn to get a swimsuit. Now I steal her catchphrase. Sometimes I'm so awesomely evil I surprise even myself. Yes, this vehicle is designed to show off its engine if it detects a significant drop-off. Oh, shut off its engine. Excellent, just as I ordered. Wait, did you say shut off? That's right, so our inertia will send us driving right over into the lava. What? What kind of crappy design is that for a rocket? It's not crappy, rockets don't need silly little control structures like that, so I omitted them. Honestly, I don't really know much about how spaceships are designed anyway. We really are hopeless, aren't we? Team Rocket's blasting off again! My, what a breathtaking lava dive that was. For some reason, Oda is still smirking and giving a thumbs up as she sinks into the lava. I guess this means they won? Both they and their vehicle went furthest after all. Well, see you around. You'll find the road to the next area after I disappear. Good luck. I can't help but be a little disappointed with how this ended, but oh well. She was smiling in the end, after all. Truly a grace. Truly a great race, befitting the Queen of Chariots. Now what is going on? Oh no, it's going to erupt. Get back! Ugh, this ship can withstand re-entry heat, so it's not going to melt in lava or anything. But it looks like its reactor set off something in the volcano that triggered an eruption. Really? That sounds pretty dire, like wipe out human civilization dire, no? Can we escape it? I think it'll probably end up blowing us out of here on its own. It might even send us into space. Alright, now that's a Nobu kind of plan. I'll just skip taking over the rest of the world after Japan, and go right on to conquering the whole damn universe. Just as well, this planet could never hope to contain all of my awesome anyway. Either way, it can't be helped. Ba-boom! It erupted. And there they go. So, not even the Earth's fiery fury is enough to kill Nobu. Still, it did succeed at banishing her into the stratosphere. That's what she gets for running off and getting a swimsuit by herself. This is divine justice at work. Now I can rest easy until a summer Okita comes out next year. Oh, I'm so sorry, Okita, but Type Moon doesn't love you. Oh! They love Jolter, though. Yes, I saw a mysterious Shinsengumi woman pass by whispering something serious sounding too, but I'm sure it doesn't mean anything. Well, mostly sure. A vertical off course, huh? Well, they did say that their vehicle can re-enter the atmosphere, so they'll probably come back sooner or later. Since it wasn't their fault, I won't treat this as a flying violation, but if they try to cheat for distance when they come back, I'll shoot them right the hell down. Anyway, let's keep going with the race. Especially now that the other team's caught up while the Emperor was settling the score with Boudica. Let's see how things go from here. Damn, that was a bunch of cutscene for sure. It's not a spoiler if there's no story component. So let's see here. We have still not completed, but we still have to get him to the goal. Okay, well, I'm going to farm. Can be a bit more chill now. It's becoming a much closer race. But I support the Umu Mobile. And I'm trying to go for more wheels. Okay, we'll use this one. That should do. That should do well. It's good not to be constantly reading. Yeah, but your Roomba doesn't, like, go at, like, 80 miles an hour either. So I started a hell of a fire on Twitter over Lolicon. Ay ay ay. Okay, so there's an article that Senkaku Complex posted that has to do with it has to do with the fact that Funimation translated with their subtitles. No, Lolicon is it means it's Loli Complex. Yeah, I triggered all sorts of folks, not intentionally, but yeah. So Senkaku Complex had an article that Funimation had translated Lolicon, which again means Loli Complex. It's a slang, as straight up pedophile, which isn't 100% accurate. They're not necessarily wrong, but nonetheless, it was sort of like, yeah, of course Funimation would take that route. But everyone was like, they didn't mistranslate anything. Lolicon is pedophilia. And so we go back to the whole thing where, you know, we have to ask ourselves, does it matter that it's fiction? And I would say, yeah. Fiction makes a difference. I'm not someone who's into lolis myself, but I will defend their right to exist, I guess. At least the fact that it doesn't mean that someone is inherently pedophilic in nature. Which of course made everyone call me a pedophile, but whatever. Again, there's a difference. If you play video games that you kill people in, you're not killing real people. You have no desire necessarily to kill real people, and if you are, that's something more of a personal problem than anything the video game caused. I am so surprised she didn't shoot Nobu in that. Hooray. And of course, the real heat started when I called Matoi Ryuko sexy, and someone was like, she's 17, don't call her sexy. I'm like, oh my god, are you that naive? Are you that naive? Ay, ay, ay. So I'm glad you guys can agree to a certain amount. Yes, there can be pedos who are lolicons, but lolicons are not necessarily pedos, and that's the entire point. Like, okay, so a mass murderer loves GTA, okay, well, so do non-mass murderers. It's not GTA's fault, necessarily. And of course they threatened me. They're like, you say murder like it's a bad thing, but murder's okay if it's to kill dangerous pedophiles, Pin. Like, fuck you. Again, it's not like you enjoy characters like Ryuko, Alyssa, Yoko because of the age they supposedly have. We don't have that kind of control. I personally would be like, yay, make her 18. That way people get off my fucking back. But that's not why I like the character. And there's also the fact that these characters would look no different at 17, 18, 15, whatever, based on the way they're drawn. They've already gone full through that development. You never want to stoop to their level. Be the better person. Death threats are for the weak and pathetic. Musashi, yes, she is wonderful. And all of your servants are less than 3 years old. See, you can't follow that logic. That's silly. That is so silly. The age of consent thing is not really relevant. It is not. The age of consent exists to protect people, and I think it's very valid. I think it's wonderful that we have it. Because again, we're taking fiction and separating it from reality. These are not real people. They cannot be upset. They cannot be hurt by anything you possibly do. Ooh, you give me 3 wheels. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah! Actually, how many wheels do I have right now? So I'm waiting until I can get my next craft essence. I need another 100, and I'll get all the craft essences to make life a little quicker. You know, it's funny because I am very left-leaning on a lot of things. Well, yes, absolutely. Japan has a very different perspective on that stuff, and if you really want to compare the amount of crimes that they have, Japan is one of the safest fucking places on this entire planet. Doesn't make it perfect, but I would go to the grimiest, slimiest, most disgusting corner of Japan before I would set foot in one of the safest parts of America and still feel safer. Like, yeah, I am very close to... You know, I think Bernie Sanders would be an interesting candidate. I would like to see that happen because I do think we're being screwed over like crazy by the free market right now because people are... There's not enough regulation. Companies can basically become monopolies. And they can screw things over real bad. And I would love to see our actual funding poured into making us smarter as a people. Not more sensitive, and that's what's scary. I don't want people to be more sensitive, I want them to be smarter. And I think being smarter includes not being such an SJW. I live in a place where tax is high. I pay over 50% over my income before I even get it. Well, where is your... How much do you make? How much do you make? Because... it's not all coming out of straight up tax dollars. That's a bit of a fear thing that a lot of people want to throw at you. It's saying stuff like, you know, the same money that would have gone to bailing out banks and shitty corporations that really screw up their business would go to us. No, we're not pressing F for hentai because hentai isn't dead. It's not dead. Hentai is not dead. We will keep that shit alive. I will fucking crowdfund and start my own damn hentai website if all the other good ones go away. I will learn from the ground up web design so I can provide people with hentai. I mean, what Bernie Sanders is asking for is not the same thing as flat up communism either. That's a huge misconception. I just think healthcare, we need it to survive, we need it to make money, we need it for everything, and unfortunately it costs way the fuck too much. Seeing a doctor right now can bankrupt most people, and that's bullshit. And when you're not healthy, you can't be productive, you can't make the world a better place. I don't think anyone actually made basic editions of what he promised. What do you... Okay, you mean like they didn't do the math? Well, yes, I'm glad the chat is all fired up. That sounds... it's quite interesting. Like, I don't remember the last time I went to a fucking doctor, because I don't think I can afford it. I just flat can't out. Every single year, rent keeps going higher and higher and higher, but companies' wages do not naturally fluctuate to that. I work at a retail store that multiple times I have had to find out that the people being hired from scratch were making more money than me, and I was training them. And I'm like, okay, that's it. If that's how your annual raise system's gonna work, I'm gonna leave right now or you give me a raise. And I've gotten that raise each time, but it's still not a very good wage. $3.8 trillion for what exactly? I need more context. Little pieces that you're saying. Could you list some of those things he promised? Again, it's just, if we're gonna have a serious discussion, it needs to be clear. Nintendo is doing what Sony is not. Nintendo id allowed hentai on Switch. Yeah, Nintendo's doing pretty well. I'm respecting Nintendo more. You know what I hate more than Sony and Nintendo? Reset Era. That website is trash. This fucking volcanic climber will just not... He won't sit down and die. See, he's just hanging on by the littlest bits of health. Sometimes I get better luck on this than others. And he takes a fuck ton of health. I mean, I brought Ishtar along just for the materials. Wow, I can't believe this fucker did that. Friggin' spriggins. But yeah, rent is bullshit. It is one of the most expensive things I have ever seen. And it's rising way the fuck faster than anything. Well, yeah, the friggin' Spriggan raises crits, so it's a battle against time. You'd think that the Double Noble Phantasm would have done something to him, but... whatevs. Hello. Everyone who's got this new Nobu, unfortunately, doesn't have him leveled up enough for me. We need fully powered servants. I could try bringing another rider. We could honor Boudica. Yeah, let's see how Boudica handles this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, okay, so here the thing is, the United Nations isn't my friend either. They were the ones who tried to pull all this ban the lolicon type stuff, and both Japan and the US were like, fuck you, we're not listening to that, this is stupid, and they presented good arguments. So, that was wonderful. I don't know, the UN isn't perfect, that's all. I'm seeing a darker side to most everything. I want Maid Alter as well. I so want Maid Alter. I wonder if YouTube will pick up on any of this stuff that I'm saying and be like, no, can't say that. Demonetized. Fuck yeah, what, Ben? Nobody cares you're here? Not true. Oh, you want people to, like, bow down to your glory. The UN had an issue against depictions, fictional depictions of... They were trying to argue that drawings of little girls is harming real little girls and vice versa, and that's just not true. Damn it, you're so close. There's guts for yourself. Well, that's nifty. Increase all arts cards effectiveness. That'll be good for when we do that. Apply Roman special attack. Sorry, we're not fighting any Romans right now. I mean, the UN is better than having a bunch of nations wanting to go with war with each other. That would be fucking horrid. But at the same time, I don't like how they try to police each other, I guess, when it comes to that stuff. Actually, did you guys see that thing where, like, I thought it was Europe. It could have been Australia. I don't remember where it was. But there's that meme that was going around, like the Zombieland Saga girl holding like a gun or something. It was a meme, and it was actually being printed out and talked about in like fucking court proceedings. It was really ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't say my thoughts on Trump have changed. I think he's still a horrible person with the absolute worst charisma and attitude that anyone could hope for. He's terrible. I don't like him. But at least he doesn't seem to be infringing upon... Well, it's tough. It's tough. At least he's not stepping on anything that I personally like. And I think he values our treaty with Japan. We have such a good friendship now in light of the horrible shit that happened, that I think, again, we are just honored to not be hated by them. And as long as that stays the case, I'm okay. But there's all sorts of other shit, like the issues at the border that fucking are nightmarish. Like, dude, don't separate people from their families. Whether or not you want immigrants to come into the country or not, grabbing them and throwing them in jail cells instead of just letting them back to their own country it's a terrible way about going about it. And of course, it is extremely ignorant of the fact that our country is very much founded upon and very much depends on immigrants. For complete example, when I was getting back from Japan, we were going through customs, you know, and as a US citizen, you're sitting there in customs and you have to download an app that you can use to prove you're a US citizen, which will help you get through the customs line to get back into your own damn country, when it was the worst customs I had in that entire international trip between South Korea, Japan, and the States. Go through this hell of a line where they ask you the same questions again and again and again and again, which isn't going to deter anybody necessarily. It's just going to hold them up. Everyone was missing their connection flights and everything. And at the end of all of it, we're sitting at the airport, taking a little break at our gate or something like that, or putting our stuff back in our bags, I don't know. But I did make a Penthesilea lore video. She is wonderful. Only one drop of the wheel. Gosh. I like this node, but yeah.
邪魔者をかっ飛ばす。競争とはこうでなくてはな。
同感だ。レースといえども加減はしない。
Yeah, I definitely can't claim to be an expert on any of that. But okay, so I was saying, while we're putting away our stuff at the airport, we look over and all the employees of this airport, or a lot of them anyway, are people who at one point had to immigrate. They're not Caucasian. At some point they did, and it's like, they're part of our country. They are our country. Deal with it. Deal with it. I'm not gonna make a website unless I have to. I don't have funding for that, but... do an Emiya lore video? I already did that a long time ago. It's the lore of Shiro, Emiya. I'm so close to getting that stupid craft essence. Look at me. 330 golden fruits. I still haven't had to tap in on them. Mm-hmm. That actually went really well having Boudica on the team. I'm gonna bring her back. They're getting stingy with drops. I'm not gonna buy any of those. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Darty. So I'm juggling between two chats.
Santanaが吹いてる。今日も特別な一日になりそうだぞ、マスター。
You can thank the Halloween event. They give them out like candy. Ha! I didn't even mean to say that, or mean it like that. That's a really, really good point. We basically stole this. See, there goes that Twitter feed again right there. We got people calling each other pedophiles and MAGA freaks and whatnot. Although the person who shared the article to me does indeed have Matoi Ryuko wearing like a Make Anime Great Again like red hat. So it's like, oh boy. Do you think the states deserve some of the hate for the stuff they do to other countries in the past? That's always a tricky subject. That's always a tricky subject. I think the best answer will always be make peace. Fucking make peace. No matter what crazy shit we did in the past, make peace. Because, you know, the real truth is not everybody is a country. We live in a country, but we are not that country. Like, I am not America. I am myself. And so if the whole... If a good chunk of the population wants to vote for Trump and I don't, I'm like, well... That doesn't... It was still not something I approve of. Even if he gets elected, I can't just go ahead and say, yeah, this is cool. You friggin' danger snakes. This is gonna be a problem. Don't kill my Boudica, my Penthesilea, you ass clown. Whatever. Whatever, we'll figure it out. What's the confusion in the lore now? Wow, they didn't shoot her. Except that got her. Fucking fireballs of shit. Okay, here's the sad truth. Fake Grand Order doesn't make sense. It tries to. It's got reasons for things. But that doesn't mean it makes sense. Especially with how FGO deals with the whole Gaia and Alaya thing. Basically, the logic rears its head when it wants to and recedes when it doesn't. And that's for the sake of making a fun game, admittedly, but you can't give him too much credit there. Am I gonna do a lore video on Emiya Alter? Yeah, he's definitely not my favorite servant though, so it'll be a while. Hello! Just kill the freaking snake. Oh, you're still alive. I hate you, Snaky Boy. I hate you, Snaky Boy. At least we both got whatchamacallit. I'm saving my noble phantasms for next round. Die, Snaky Boy. Just die. What were the funny dialogue moments in this event? I'm gonna do a Kiara lore video, but I guess the problem I have with doing those is it's like you find out like, okay, so Kiara's here. I know a lot about Kiara, but to tell the full story of Kiara, you gotta go into all the shit that's gonna happen on repeat events and whatnot. I don't know. It was confusing. Especially because I don't know what Kiara does in Foxtail. If she does anything more interesting or unique. I guess that's really my holdback. Does she? Because I still have to read Foxtail, but then I hear it's not fully translated. That makes it really hard to do a lore of a character who is technically not fully written. Funny dialogue events. Or funny dialogue in this event. I don't know if I have like a favorite. I'm just trying to think of something. She's dead in Foxtail. Shit. Did not know that. Oh yeah, the joy of transformation, yeah, it's funny. I don't share that same excitement for transformations, but I'm glad Ritsuka gets off on it. It's funny that Okita got screwed over, as sad as it really is. Who's your favorite couple in the Nasuverse? Definitely Kokuto and Shiki. Hands down. Martha never gets arts cards. That makes it very, very tricky for her to get her NP. Kokuto has serious problems, though? How so? Things are going great.
うまくいくのね。
Thank you very much. Fuck?
なまってるわね。情けない。いいぞ。見せてやるとも。
はいはい。
ザブーンだら。
いい運動になったわ。バイバイ。
Okay, I have a legitimate question. Do you guys get advertisements coming into the stream? Like, you come join me on the stream. Do you watch? Do you ever get an ad by clicking on it before it lets you join in? It was apparently acceptable for him to protect a rapist from his victim. It's not so much that. He was trying to do detective work. No, he just took more of the Batman thing. Kokuto does not justify what he's doing. He takes him in for questioning. He wasn't gonna let the dude off scot-free by any means. I don't know how to say her name. Is it Rhinus? But she's awesome. Okay, so it's really weird, because YouTube live streaming has a button that I can click that says play ad. And I'm like, you want me to like make my own commercial breaks for my own live streams? Like, wouldn't that just chase people the fuck out? I don't get it. That's just weird. That's just weird. Have you ever gotten an ad in the middle of my streams? Because I never press that play ad button. Huh. Weird. Okay, as long as YouTube is monetizing my stuff on its own accord, that's fine. I'll let that be. I just don't know how that works. Actually, no. Boudica gets me event bonus shit, so that's good. Oh, did I get my... Do I have enough wheels yet? Oh, I'm so close. I mean, honestly, this is just farming. I have no more particular goal other than just hanging out and having fun with y'all. I'm making a video. Could always go back to working on that. I plan on streaming until the wife gets home. Yes. She thinks Waver is acceptable for making babies. Well, Waver's not a bad guy. Anyway, I made the point before. Okay, so Shigeru Miyamoto declared Toads in Mario to be agender and allowing a Toadette to exist. Yeah, that is a contradiction. Oh, El Malloy case files. Waver takes on the role of Lord El Malloy, and he calls it the second because he wants to do right by his mentor, despite not agreeing with his mentor. You know, Kenneth Archibald, who we saw in Fate Zero get murdered by Kiritsugu. So he is serving the El Malloy family as the Lord, temporarily, I guess, while Rhinus, the adorable blonde crazy chick who's really smart and cool and all that good stuff, she's too young, I guess, to take up the lore, to take up the family, like, I don't know what you call it, I guess, to be the Lord herself. So in the meantime, Waver is her boy toy of sorts. And yeah. So that's that. Do a cool lore video so you can put a witty comment on it? I know his name's Waver Velvet. Lordship. I mean, yeah, it's the process of achieving the status in the clock tower as a lord. Who knows? Maybe he does such a good job they let him keep the title of El Malloy. But I'm curious how it's going to end, because basically right now this is a sequel to Fate Zero. El Malloy Case Files is a direct sequel to Fate Zero, and Waver wants to get in another Holy Grail war. But we know, at least on the Fate Stay Night timeline, that Waver eventually teams up with Reen, and the two of them together dismantle the Greater Grail, so he must change somewhere along the way. A new Type Moon fighting game would be fun. I admit I would be much more excited about a Type Moon racing game. That just seems so much fun. There's so many kart racers out there that Fate is begging for one. Fate is begging for a fun kart racer. Damn it, so close, Mordred, so close. Erg. You're right, he doesn't know the truth of the Holy Grail at this point, that it's a piece of shit. I like, okay, back to funny dialogue from this event. I love how they bring up, it's like, yeah, I watched the anime, I know that the Grails aren't necessarily the perfect wish-granting things we like to believe they are. That's just funny. It's like, yeah, if you know anything about Fate, you know the Grails are like dangerous, fucked up shit. That would be so funny if Lancer was just a joke character and, you know, you can't steer his vehicle. At least not very well at all. Ah, you sons of bitches. You killed my pen. She's my attacker, and I just, what a pain in the ass. The Berserkar, yes. I think it would be funny as hell if the racing, like the race field was filled with coins, with yen, that for Artoria and her little lion thing, you'd have to pick up the coins, and the more coins you pick up, the more you can put in the machine, and the faster her car would go. It would be like a very unique mechanic just for her character. God, that would be funny as shit. Last episode showed us. Yeah, we got Kairi Shishigo in the newest episode. And Gatram Aliasta was the other fuckface who had Medea. So yeah, they're still alive because Shishigo so far only dies in Apocrypha, which is not the same timeline, and Gatram Aliasta has yet to die. Same thing with poor little Bizette. At this rate, she's gonna get her arm yanked off. Bitch ass Kirei. You're gonna throw up a river. Why? What? Saber Fran sounds... Actually, I don't know. I looked at Saber Fran's skills, and they're all, like, self-harming skills. It's kind of annoying. Like, can't she just not hurt herself? Because the boons she gets from doing it aren't that big. That's what I said. Atram Galiasta. I'm not gonna call him Atram. Well, I guess I could if that's how the dub does it, but the dub has been wrong before. That's the only tricky part. The dub has been wrong before. Could you imagine Bizette and Karen as servants in Fate? Of course I could. I would love to see some way of getting Bizette in Fate Grand Order. She's one of my favorite characters. Hopefully she'd be done by a good artist. Because as much as I love the fact that we have finally Luvia, we got Luvia in there. I don't like the artist who drew the Luvia servant. Martha, fuck him up. Yes, that is Bizette. Falcon Punch! It's more like Falcon Counter Punch, but yeah. I mean, Fate Grand Order is all about fan service anyway. There's no reason they shouldn't offer a servant. Gatram Aliasta? I don't... Okay, maybe I'll have to look at that. That's funny. Well, if you don't tell me what I said, I don't know what I could correct it from. So it sounded like... Whatever. Whatever. Uncle Sam is a grand servant. Is Karin the white hair chick? No. Oh wait. Yes, yes, that is Karin. Sorry. She is. From Hollow Ataraxia. I feel like her Noble Phantasm would be something like fucking scary, akin to like all the crazy demon things ripping out of her gut like it does in the when it kills Shiro. Bum, 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 bum. Wait. Oh, I'm 5 away. I'm 5 away. I'm doing this on purpose because I want both wheels and them bolts, because I can buy all sorts of EXP stuff for when I hopefully get my hands on who's the favorite master in Fate? Reen. That one's easy for me. I don't mind female Ritsuka. She's pretty cool too. Gudako is fucking insane. Is that what it's called? Demonic Invert? Maybe she could be an Avenger because she fucking hates Kirei and wants to get revenge on him for fucking killing her like a bastard. Or almost killing her. Technically almost killing her. Because if you accept the stuff that happens in Apocrypha, or not Apocrypha, Hollow Ataraxia, it's assumed, you know, Bizet never died. Being kept in a coma state in happy slap Shiro dreams. I don't have 2 Mordred Riders. One of these Mordred Riders is the support servant. I got friends with good taste, I guess is how you could describe that. No, I meant is that the official term, because Karen has that like condition. She has this like condition where she is high sensitive to demons. So like when demons get close to her, or when dark forces get close to her or whatnot, it fucking like tries to kill her. Yeah, Bizet Assassin would make a lot of sense. I agree with you there. Don't shoot Pent. Don't shoot Pent. Thank you. Nobody should shoot Pentagelia. She didn't ask for that shit. Wait, who's willing to kill little girls? Hello. Yes, this is live. Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun, live from his apartment. Not as glamorous as it would seem, but whatever. What the hell about an Opie dragon? Say what?
行くぞ相棒。そらよっ
Shit. I'm trying to remember the last part of Hollow Ataraxia. Whether or not Shiro knows Bazette from the events in the story or whatever. Yeah, I don't recall. I mean, because obviously Shiro was like fused with Angermainu the entire duration of the sort of dream world. Gotcha. Oh, yay, Penth, you survived. How the fuck did you pull that off? Berserkers are great, but they're so damn squishy. I would love a Fate Route remake from Ufotable. Or at the very least, something similar to like what they did for Fate Prototype, which basically summarized the story for you. As long as I got that final bit, or animations of the iconic moments of Shiro and Saber and all that stuff. But no, I would love a full-on remake. That would be great. Look at that. Nathaniel Duncan. Oh, that's the troll! Nathaniel Duncan is a troll on my videos. What an ass.
邪魔者をかっ飛ばす。競争とはこうでなくてはな。
同感だ。レースといえども加減はしない。
I think you're right, Ben. I think you're right. It's just been a while. So I think Shiro's like, oh, hey, Bazette. Good to finally meet you in person. Yay! I finally can buy the seaside luxury. So, let me see here. Do I have enough of these things? I remove you, and I remove you. That's only 3 of them, though. That's not enough to max it by any means. So they don't let you buy enough to max them out, right? Or, am I wrong? Shit, I don't know. Is there someone cheaper, cost-wise, than this? Oh, Boudica, duh. Use my Boudica. Oh! It's still over the limit by just a little bit. Okay. If that's the case, I can still use my Skog. And now I'll get even more, but it'll be more dangerous. What does this craft essence do anyway? Increase start rate. And what does this one do? Yeah, why am I giving that to you? Let's take this off and give it to Mordred. Yeah, shit. I lost it in the sea of craft essences. Must look for the swimsuit. Where is the swimsuit? It's a 4-star, right? Yeah. So it's higher than here. Too many craft essences. Shit's crazy. There you are. Cool. So you can be that, and you can have... Oh, right. Yeah, that'll do. In fact, why am I putting this on you? You don't need it. Boom. Okay, cool. I guess I should set up my support servants to do that as well. For all my friends. Okay, so you got that. You can have this. You can have this. And you can have that. Boom. All of my summer servants have summer craft essences. I was trying to get both at the same time. And you're right, I should have done that. Shame on me. Okay, so what can I use all these bolts on? All sorts of shit, really. Can I buy out their entire stock of those? Okay, how much would that cost? Oh, that's not so bad. Good. Good. Any wheels for that thing? Any sheets for that thing? How much sheets? I can only buy one after all that. Is that all I wanted the bolts for? Seems wrong. Yeah, is there anything else I really need the bolts for? The foes I can get enough of. I guess I'll buy some foes. I actually have a guide. I need to pull it up real quick. I got it through Facebook. Actually, the guide I had wasn't that useful. Let me just look it up real quick. Oh, shit. Actually, give me a second. Oh, man. Okay, I did not realize. Okay, party setup. If I take all this off... I can combine them. I think that will max them out. Will it? Or do 5 stars have to go to 100? No, I just forgot the guide was shit. It doesn't tell you which nodes to go on. I could have sworn I had another card. What the hell? Yeah, that's not enough to max it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Damn it. Alright.
そろそろクエストに戻る？
Anyway, where's my swimsuit? Martha. There we go. I do know multi-lock is a thing.
大丈夫です。仕上がりはどう？細かな変化
That art of Cleopatra is better than the actual art. Oh yeah, it's done by a different artist.
いらっしゃい。千里の。
No, it's not in the box, and it's out of the shop. So, I just don't think they sold you enough to do it.
はいはい。レースの実況ご苦労様。
Alright, well the next thing I want to go for
市外の補充？
would be the wheels, I
いいわ
guess.
よ。何が欲しいの？
There's a better way to get wheel. Actually, no, let's go for the titanium plates. I only have 8 of those damn things. I want to buy this stock out. I answered your question on Discord from last night if you didn't notice. Oh yes, the possibility of Tifa being in Tekken. I mean, if that is true, then finally I will have more interest in Tekken than ever before, that's for fucking sure. I'd play fucking Tekken for Tifa. I'd do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat. What female in FGO has the best abs? I mean, Penthesilea is good and all, but I like my Mordred. Okay, so if I go to Franz, that will be the best to get plates. Abs are wonderful. Alright, so yes, we will do Fran's mission now. You keep forgetting she has abs? Well, I can show you some art that will make you not forget. Well, answers, eh? Is there a Tamamo with the proper craft essence for this? Why would you put the Wolves of Mibu on? No, 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 no. Do I have a Lancer that's part of this event? I don't. But I'd be willing to sacrifice one for the sake of bringing in, say, my actual Skahak. That'll make life more doable. Okay. Arts Nitro. No, no, we'll save the Nitros for when we're boosting. You nutted when someone drew Alyssa with sexy abs? Oh. I wonder if I've seen that picture. Thank you for confirming that the shop doesn't give you enough to max limit break. Ooh, thank you for following. I'm getting a bigger Twitch following. I'm okay. I think I'm good for now. Yeah, she does have good abs. She's one of the contenders for abs. Don't punch the berserkers, you asshole! At least she's not my main attacker this time round. She can die if I need her to. Yes. Well, that's an actual screen cap from the show, and that's why I love it. Hello. You know, let's do triple Tamamo so she can get closer to an NP. Are you planning to try and clear out the Summer 3 event shop when that drops? Summer 3 event shop? Isn't this Summer 2? If only I didn't have to go through a horde of berserkers first.
激しくいくのね。アバチャウル。
Alyssa Boss Kanovic. Kanovic? I have no idea what you're talking about. The only Alyssa I know is Alyssa Ilinachima Amiela.
激しくいくのね。
ああ遅い
Oh, well, what the hell's in the shop? How would I know to clear it or not? I usually don't clear the shops because it's a damn grind from hell. Wait, why the fuck did I... I'm such a retard. You know what? Shame on me. Just out of here. Why did I do that? Why the flippin' fudge did I do that? Shame on me, I apologize. My stupidity, I was not paying attention. There we go. There we go. And you get the right craft essence, so I can bring in a shit ton of Autoria. Much better. Much better. Yes, Fire Force indeed brought us Kitty Girl. An army of Mamakos? Why would that annoy you? Bum bum ba-dum. Yeah, there was absolutely no reason he had to fondle that chick. It was completely corny. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I don't get offended by that. It's just sort of like, oh, yeah, that seems like something more out of a hentai than the actual show was going for. Oh, that's her name. Oh. Right. See, I'm not enough of a Tekken guy to even remember that that's her name. The Robo Girl. That's who I call her, Robo Girl. Damn it, you're hurting Artoria too much. I'm gonna roll the gacha as soon as Maid Altar becomes available. I need my maid. And as much as I love Swimsuit Nero, I much prefer, what's her face? Well, her noble phantasm's the best part about her. I wish you luck. May the gacha be with you. Malter. Sounds like Mom Alter. I I saved up for Pen. Oh, you're gonna kill her. Don't kill my waifu. Stop it. Stop punching Artoria in the face. Stop it. It's not fair. Why you gotta punch my waifu like that? Why I gotta punch waifus? Don't punch waifus. She's not gonna make it to the third round. What a shame. Fuck you. You could burn in hell. Which you kind of already are. What's her name? Is it like Asuka? She's the main one I like in Tekken.
遠慮はしませんとも。フリーズ砕け。フリーズ。ホールドアップ。無駄打ちはしません。立っていられるか。行きますよ。行きますよ。マスター、ロックオン。スイミング。華麗、あまりにも華麗。小柱とキレ。
バイバイ。Damn, look at you. Critical beast. Critical beast. I love it. I love it. I very much love it. Look at all them plates. So many you can eat off of them for days. You can make her look like Tifa. I can believe that. Have you seen Chibi Rio Penthesilea? I don't think so. Let me take a look. Oh, like the April Fool's one? God, that does look fucking scary as shit. My. How many do I need to buy out the material? Got it for you. I can only buy 4 now. Stock 12. These sure cost a lot. Damn. Damn. I don't even know what I need to use the primordial languo for. Well, it's funny and scary. It's uncanny. Where was that Artoria? I need that Artoria back. There she is. That a shiblaws. Fine, I'll use a archer. That'll make this life so much easier for me. I even got tips for Camelot besides Uriel. I think the plug suit certainly helps because you can stop them from using their Noble Phantasm another time.
遊びはほどほどに。わかりますね。
Make sure you get down on some single target archers. Because you'll be fighting lots of sabers.
勝ってくれるか。 よかろう。ロックオン。潰れてしまう。狙い撃ちです。
Cheeky. Which one, assassin or saber? They're both pretty adorable. For the love of God, stop punching the saber. Stop punching my waifu, you bastard. Oh yeah, because they have those stupid buffs on them that like make them contradict what they're actually supposed to be weak to. Yeah. Tisk tisk. Go back to infinity. Okay. I just started playing this game and got Heracles and Emiya. Are they any good? Yeah, they're alright. Emiya is tricky. Emiya is not the best. But he's not the worst. Heracles can be good if you use him right, but of course berserkers die really fast. So you gotta be careful how you use him. You want him to come out, slam down some crazy attack, and then like not need him anymore because he's probably not gonna endure for too many rounds. Too many golems. They're everywhere. Yeah, I hear he's really good if you max out his bond level. I have heard that. But that takes quite a bit of effort. Great, we're going in this final battle and none of them was able to get a Noble Phantasm. What a pain in the ass. Just so you don't fuck me up, I'm gonna do that. That should do it. punched the wrong Artoria, you asswipe.
ビッグウェーブイングランド。遠慮はしません。ロックオン。スイミングの時間です。勝利のペンスカイワー。
She is pretty decent. I've got her, but I haven't leveled her up
浜辺
enough.
は綺麗に。何事も後片付けが大切です。
Where did you hear Melody recently? Spill the beans, Ben. Yes, Archer Artoria is wonderful. She came to me the first draw on my first 10 roll. It's like, I love you.
出発進行。
It's funny, they look fucking neck and neck, but it's hard to tell.
アシスタントご苦労様。必要なものがあったらどんどん持って行って。
Only 6 of them.
お題は忘
Only
れずに
6,
ね。
huh?
毎
All that
度
work
サ
for
ービスで
6.
もう一個とは。
Let me see here. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. We've been doing a good old 2.5 hour live stream. She's in Berserk. What, is it the dub of the CG one? But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up so I can get working on my next video. I'll be doing a lot of live streams probably next week because my brother's out. He's visiting from Japan. I'll be playing lots of games, so that should be really fun. I wanna share that experience with y'all, and also be doing less video production that week myself. So that'll be the case. If you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe to OtakuDaiKun for more anime lists, reviews, discussions, lore videos, let's plays, and the Holy Waifu Wars. Look forward to Friday. Did I get the CE0 drop? What? Yes, I've got a lore of Fate Grand Order on Friday, which is part 3 covering Septim, so lots of Umu. Then the week after that, we got Boudica, because she's awesome. And yeah, until next time, celebrate your fandom. Code Vein comes out next month, and I will play the shit out of Code Vein.